Welcome to Maths with Steve. I'm Steve, and today we're doing some more SATs revision. Right, okay, let's go. So question 13, 1,210 divided by 11. Bus stop. I just do a bus stop here, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's go. So, I'm dividing by 11. And inside the bus stop, I've got 1,210. How many times does 11 go into 1? 0 times. Cross out the 1, bring it over there. How many times does 11 go into 12? It goes in 1 time, doesn't it? With 1 left over, because 12 is 1 more than 11. Move the 1 over there. How many times does 11 go into 11? 1 time. How many times does 11 go into 0? 0. Great, so our answer is 110. Perfect. Okay, next one. So we've got 25.34 times 10. Now, when you're timesing by 10 or dividing by 10 even, you can just move the decimal one way or the other. So obviously it's timesing by 10, so it's got to get bigger. So if I do 25.34, and if I'm going to times that by 10, I need to make it bigger. So then the point is going to go over to the right hand side one place. So that will make 253, and the point is in its new place, 0.4. Now obviously if it was times by 100, it would go 2 places. If it was divided by 10, it would go back that way. Divided by 100, back twice. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, question 15. We've got 60 divided by, and then in brackets I have 30 minus 24. Now we have BIDMAS that we can use here. So if I just write this out, BIDMAS. And BIDMAS is brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So the first one is brackets. Now that means that we've got to do everything in the brackets first. So if I do that, I can leave the 60 divided by, and now I'm just going to do the things in the bracket. So 30 take away 24. Well, 30 take away 24 will leave you with 6. Great. Now, there's no indices, but there is a division. Next one. 60 divided by 6. And 60 divided by 6 equals 10. So the answer to that one is 10. Right, there's 3 there for you to have a go at. Have a go. Pause the video, and then I'll go through the answers. Right, okay, so we've got 13, question 13, 1,430 divided by 13. So, here we go. 13, open your bus stop, 1430. 13 goes into 1 0 times, cross it out, bring over the 1. 13 goes into 14 1 time with 1 left over. 13 goes into 13 1 time, 13 goes into 0 0 times, 110. Great, okay, so like we said before, this one's going to be times by 10, so we're going to move it 1 place to the right. So with that in mind, let's do that. I'm going to go 36.48, 1 place to the right, that's where the point will be. So then it's going to be 364, silly, 0.8. And there you go, there's the answer to that one. Okay, let's use BIDMAS. I've done a very, very similar question. So the first thing I'm going to do is 72 take away 64. So if I just write out 80 divided by, let's do that. 72 take away 64 will leave us with 8. And 8 divided by 8 is, again, 10. Great, let's do some more. Right, okay, so question 16 is 3 cubed. Now this is, let me just make sure that you understand what this means. We've got a 3 and then a little 3 above it. That 3 means cubed, and all that means is that you're going to do 3 times 3 times 3. So if it was, if that little 3 was a 4, for instance, it would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So basically, whatever number this is up here, that means you times the main number by itself that many times. Okay? Right, okay. So let's just make some space there. Right, okay. So we've got 3 cubed, which is 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9. And then I've just got to times that by 3. And 9 times 3 equals 27. So 3 cubed is 27. Okay, so question 17 is very similar to the one that I was just doing before, where you're moving the decimal along. Now there's no decimal in 101, but you can pretend that there is, because it's 101 is 101.0, right? So you can move that along 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and add in your zeros there. Another thing you can do when it's a whole number, you can look if I'm timesing it by something that's 1 and then zeros after it, like 10, 100, 1,000, stuff like that. You could just count these zeros and stick them on the end. So therefore it's 101, 1, 2, 3. So 101,000. Okay, and 20% of 3,000. Now, on a question like this, find 10% first, make it easy for yourself. And to find 10%, all I've got to do is 3,000 divided by 10. Now, when I'm dividing by 10, like I said before, we're just going to move it once over there. So that's going to equal 300. Okay? So 300 equals 10%, so I can put 10% there, equals 200. And 20%, well, 20 is double 10, isn't it? So all I need to do to get from 10% to 20% is times it by 2. And 300 times by 2 is 600. Like that. Great, pause the video there and have a go at these ones and then come back for the answers. Right, okay, so 4 cubed. So let's do it. 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4, you get used to this, but 16 times 4 equals 64. And that's that one done. Okay, so now I've got 633 times 10,000. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros to stick on the end. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. That will make 6,330,000. Okay, that's that one done. 40% of 8,000. Well, I can do 8,000 divided by, well, it's not a divide sign, is it? Divided by 10, and that will give me, take away a 0 there, it'll give me 800. And then to get from 10% to 40%, I'm going to need to times it by 4. So 800, and I times that by 4, and that will give me 8, 16, 24, 32. So 32, and then just stick on those zeros at the end. So 3,200. Okay, let's do some more. Okay, so question 19 is 7 minus 2.25. So what I can do here to make it easy for myself is I can go 7.00. That's going to help me with my columns. And I'm taking away 2.25. Great. 0 take away 5, can't do that. Neighbour, can't do that. Take away from the 7. So the 7 will drop down to a 6. And then that 0 will become a 10. Now I can borrow from there. So that becomes a 9. And then this one becomes a 10. Great. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 9 take away 2 is 7. Put your point in. 6 take away 2 is 4. So the answer to that one is 4.75. Okay. Now, 0.9 divided by 100. So this is just like we were doing before with the times, but it's dividing, so we're moving the decimal the other way. So I'm going to go 0.9. I'm dividing by 100, and there's 2 zeros. So it's going to go 1 time, 2 times, and the point is going to go there. Now this bit here, I'm going to fill in with a 0, and then I just put a 0 before the point. So the answer is 0.009. Okay, and then I have 9 take away 1.9. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did on number 19. So I'm going to go 9.0 take away 1.9. 0 take away 9, I can't do. So I'm going to borrow from the 9. That's going to drop down to being an 8. And then I've got 10 take away 9, which is 1. and 8 take away 1, which is 7. So the answer to that one is 7.1. Great, have a go at the next three. Pause the video, come back for the answers. Okie dokie, right, so we've got question 19 here. I've got 9 take away 3.45. So I'm just going to do it here. I'm going to go 9.00 take away 3.45. Now, 0 take away 5, can't do it. Take from the neighbour, can't do that. 9 is going to drop to being an 8. 10, and then that's going to become a 9, and then that's going to become a 10. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 9 take away 4 is 5. Put your point in. 8 take away 3 is also 5. Okay, so 5.55. Okay, 0.4 divided by 1,000. So I go 0.4. And 1,000, 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Put the point in, and I'm going to put 2 zeros in those missing troughs there, and that's there. So that's going to be 0.0004. Okay, that's that one done. Great, and then we've got 7. I'm going to make it 0.0, and take away 4.3. Okay, 0 take away 3, can't do. Borrow from the neighbour, that drops down to be a 6, and this one becomes a 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. Put your point in. 6 take away 4 is 2. So the answer to that one is 2.7. Done. Nice and easy. Right, let's try and get one last slide in. Okay, so question 22 is 1 and 3 over 7 take away 4 over 7. Now, what you can do here to make it easy for yourself is make this first fraction here that you have, you've got that 1 there, so we can make that, that's what we call a mixed number fraction. And you can make that an improper fraction. I'm going to show you how. So you can go 1 and 3 over 7. And what you're going to do is you're going to do 7 times 1. And then whatever the answer to that is, you're going to add that to 3. So 7 times 1 is 7. And 7 add 3 is 10. So I'm going to put 10 there. And that's over. The denominator stays the same, so that's going to stay a 7. Now it becomes a lot easier. So let's rewrite out the question. I go 10 over 7, take away 4 over 7. Now when you're adding or taking away with fractions, the denominator has to stay the same. So the 7 is going to stay the same. So 7. And then you do 10 take away 4, which is 6. So the answer to this one is 6 over 7. Great, okay, so some long multiplication now. Let's take this step by step. So I'm going to write this out a little bit bigger here just so that I can do it on this iPad. So I've got 8, 3, 6, and that's going to be times by 27. Great, so I'll go 7 times 6. What's 7 times 6? I'm always bad at this one. It's 42. Okay, so 2 goes there, and the 4 comes up here. 7 times 3, 7, 14, 21. Add 4 is going to be 25. And the 2 goes up here. 7 times 8, another one that I'm very bad at all the time as well. That's going to be 56. Add 2 is 58. So 58 goes in there. Now, cross out your carries. Cross out your 7 because you know you finished with it. And then put a 0 there. Okay, 2 times 6 is 12, so 2 goes there, and 1 gets carried. 2 times 3 is 6, add 1 is 7, and 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, cool, now I just need to add these up for my final answer. 2 add 0 is 2, 5 add 2 is 7, 8 add 7 is 15, carry that 1, put it there. 5 add 6 add 1 is 12. And 1 add 1 is 2. So the answer to this one is 22,572. Great. Pause the video there and I'll go through the answers in a sec. Great, okay, so Question 22, I'm going to change the denominator. So I'm going to do 8 times 1, and then I'm going to add that to that 4. Okay, so 8 times 1 is 8, and then if I add that to the 4, that is going to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to get 12 over, the denominator stays the same, so 8. Take away 7 over 8. Okay, denominator stays the same. So 12, take away 7, what's that? Let's count up from 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 5. So the answer to that one is 5/8. Perfect. Great, okay, let's do this one then. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And 2 times 8 is 16. Cross that out, add a 0. 6 times 7. I've done it again, haven't I? What's 6 times 7 again? It's 42. There we go. 6 times 4 is 6, 12, 18, 24. Add 4 is 28. So 8 there, 2 there. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 2 is 50. So 5, 0. Okay, add these up. 4 add 0 is 4. 9 add 2 is 11. 6 add 8 is 14. Add 1 is 15. 1 add, oh, I need to put my other one in there. 1 add 0 add 1 is 2. And then drop that 5 down. So that's 52,514. Right, okay. I hope that's been a helpful video for you. As I said yesterday, the questions are getting progressively harder, so they will get harder each day. I hope you like that. Please do comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends if you think that it will help them as well. And I will be back for some more tomorrow. All right, bye.